been a minute, I feel like. And some things have definitely changed since last time. So, let's see. Last time I mentioned that I was approved. Oh, sorry. Last time I mentioned that I got my business license here in China. It was approved for like a 50-year license. So that was super awesome. I've been working on a couple things and making it. Had an interesting time at work. And as you guys see, ripping the hat. So very interesting time. So because of this, because of the virus, schools, just like in the States, shut down, businesses were shut down, things like that. Well, schools actually opened back up this week for the older kids. And the younger kids are still not yet determined when they're going to go back to school. So the schools will open back up this week for at least some, so I think how it goes is May 7th, May 6th, seniors, and I think 11th grade. And then, May 6th, I think seniors and 11th graders go back. And then maybe May 10th, like the rest of the high school. And then in May, they're slowly working, basically high school and middle school back into schools. Again, elementary school, no word yet. So where I work at, it's kind of like a school, but like a training center as well. So I think it's more of a training center. So it's extra. And right now, not a lot of extra funds, for parents to be spending on, English lessons and extra lessons and things of that nature. And what had happened was, I've been back at work since February, and I've been paid my full pay. And then 2 weeks ago, give or take, maybe like a week and a half, it's a Friday. Man, I'm tired doing this one. It's been, so it was a Friday, and I get this message from my agent, because I'm still with an agency, and they said, hey, just so you know, for April, they can only pay you 75% of your wages. And I was like, okay, let me see where this goes. And then the next message, and they're only going to pay you 50% for May. I was like, bet. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see how they want to handle this. So they thought I would be cool with still working 40 hours a week for half the pay. Nah, bro. Nope. So I said, all right, well, if I'm only getting paid 75%, then go ahead and tally up, because clearly I have the rest of the month off in April. And in May, figure out what days you want me to work, because if I'm getting 50% of my wages, y'all just only getting 50% of time. And they're like, well, all right, let me see if that'll work. I was like, the only other option is that I just don't show back up. And I told him, I was like, look, I don't care what country I'm in, America, China, whatever. I'm going to be paid for my time. Like, this ain't me just like, hey, I'll teach for free. Nuh-uh. Not up in here. Not up in here. So they came back. They're like, okay, cool. So and they agreed to the thing too about April, since they were only paying 75%. Like, well, all right. So basically on that Friday, I just had like an extended holiday for like 2 weeks. I go back tomorrow starting May 6th. And and then I work 3 days this week, just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I have the weekend off. And then I work next week. And then I have the weekend off. Then I just work Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm done for May. And then I have no idea what is in store for June or like the rest. So it's kind of interesting. However, me being me, I don't know what they think was gonna happen. Just me sit in my place and sulk because y'all cut my little pay, and y'all think I was just gonna wait to come back to work. Come on, son. Come on, son. So again, I've seen and heard a couple stories from people in the States during quarantine, just use my time wisely. I've actually been hitting the gym a lot more, running more, exploring the city, meeting new people, making new connections, and working on my business plan. And that is fun. I'm not gonna bullshit. I squeeze in some video game time too. All right, I'm off. Shit. Yeah, it's actually been really productive. It's been super productive. It's actually pretty cool because I've met some awesome people here. I've met some great group of people from all over. Locals, Chinese, Americans, Filipino, like just again, people from all over. Has been an awesome group, awesome circle of friends and things like that here. And been helping me with some ideas, the route to take. It's interesting, and it's definitely a continuation of an educational moment, because I have to remind me that, I'm not in America. This isn't just, hey, you can just do whatever, or you just like toss the deuces and then go to another job, because the working visas here are specific. So if you have like a business visa, you can't be teaching. If you have a teaching visa, that's all you can do. So it's tricky and things like that. So in situations, and right now I know people, there's a lot of people that are hurting or about to be like in a bad situation, because they have to get updated visas, and that means that they have to leave China to get an updated visa. And some of or their school or training center or whatever has fired them, and so now they don't have an official working visa, or their visa is about to expire, but they can't get it renewed unless they go to the States. And the issue is that if they leave, they can't come back right now because of the border shutdown. So I definitely feel for them. That's got to be rough, especially if you've been here for a couple years. You got a life and everything. I know a couple teachers that are actually stuck in the States and they can't come back right now. So it's weird. I know that, man, this virus is like shut down the world. It's crazy. So yeah, But that's one of those things right now that I'm learning about, being cautious, because again, I like it here. I've established some, like a nice daily routine and things of that nature. A great group of people, some friends, and I have a couple ideas that I want to follow through with before I pack up and come back to the States. Of course, the way y'all handling this COVID-19 shit ain't come back no time soon. Damn. Wish y'all would just chill out. Cause there's a lot of people, like a lot of expat teachers, whatever, that we live here or out of the country and want to come back and visit, but we can't, because there should be no reason that somebody flies into the States and all they do is take your temperature and then tell you to do a self-quarantine at home. How is that still a thing? I mean, countries are making you pay for the test. You have to do a mandatory 14-day quarantine, and then there's us. Oh yeah, no, it's all right. We got your temperature, cool. Hey, be sure to do that 14-day quarantine. That self-quarantine at home. Thanks. Come on, get this shit together. And we want to be able to come back and visit, and then come back to our jobs. So, yeah. So I know a lot of people's plans got canceled the next couple of months. A lot of teachers that I know, they were going to come back home, come back and visit their families in the States. Can't do that because you might not be able to come back. So, but yeah, so it was interesting, when my job did that, and I can't believe they thought I was gonna be cool working 40 hours for half the pay. Like, nah, bro, not me. No. So we were able to negotiate it out, which honestly, that's what I wanted to do anyways. The only difference was going to be I was just going to negotiate for like 75% of my pay instead of 50. So it's cool. I mean, I got more time to focus on stuff that I actually want to do, and like I said, like projects that I want to finish and try and see how far I can go with this with some of these things. So it worked out. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and that's one of those. I felt like it was a good sign when it did happen. I mean, at first I was like, damn. So, but it's cool. I'm just gonna be productive and roll with the dice. Like, you gotta work with what you got, not with what you hope for. And I'm gonna make the best of it. Shit, I moved to China. Ain't never been to China. Taught kids, teaching kids. Ain't never taught. And I'm making it. So, I'll survive. I'll find a way. That's no biggie. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Plus side, it is getting super hot here. And with all this free time, also, got extra gym time? Check. Cool, planning, brainstorming ideas, planning things out? Check. Beach time. Boom, adding that to the list. I'm about to check that off. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that time at the beach. I miss that. And actually, Shama's got some pretty decent beaches too. I am looking forward to that, checking them out. I know there's one place that I think I'm going to go Saturday, but so it's a nice little beach, nice beach area, and they have, it's almost like a boardwalk type feel to it. Restaurants and things. They got this huge KTV karaoke stage by the beach, but they have this restaurant, and it's all you can eat, but it's cool because it's like a grill. So it's an outdoor restaurant on the beach, and they bring you a grill, and then you can get all the meat you want and everything, all the vegetables and things, and you grill right there on the beach. It's a cool little restaurant, and so I'll probably be doing that Saturday. And that I've been there once, and I went there for work. It was a great time, and we went. It was evening time, so we couldn't even chill by the beach really. So plan on going, get some sun, eating some good barbecue, having a couple drinks, and then I think there's a birthday party Saturday night too. So, which is actually the social life has been opening back up again. One of the main clubs or whatnot, it's opened here. Had some fun there. This past weekend was some good partying, and I'll include some pictures and things at the end of this from what's been going on. So yeah, and got a little hurdle that kind of got thrown in front, but it's cool. My big ass is hopping over it. Gonna get it through, and everything happens for a reason. Just gonna make the best of it. Gonna roll with it, and gonna make it work for me. I'm excited. There's some cool things going on. There's some exciting things, and you don't want to. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I forgot I had bananas and oranges on my table, and I was looking and I was like, man, the banana does look good. So we'll probably eat a banana when I get done with the video. And then, a banana smoothie. Banana orange smoothie? No, just banana. Oh, I did get a microwave too. So that's also been awesome. I was able to have popcorn, like movie theater buttery popcorn. Amazing. But yeah, just gonna roll with it. Yeah, like I said, got some cool things, going on. Don't don't want to, don't want to jinx anything just yet. Still early things going on, but just want to make sure, because again, things are different when you're in another country and you're trying to get things rolling, especially you're in another country, being a foreigner, and you're part of a country that not everybody super likes right now, because they think that we automatically have this deadly virus. So, we gotta work past that. With that being said though, besides a couple nasty stares and things, which we were joking with some friends, when you're walking by people and they just keep looking at you and they're like, and you're just walking, and we were joking, it's like, man, what if you're walking by a family and then one day you're just like, So, note to self, that makes shit super awkward. Did it the other day, walking by, there's a family of 5, and you just see them looking, and then they just all put their mask on, and I just walk in like I didn't see him, rah! Had to do some serious explaining. I thought it was hilarious until I saw how shit was escalating. Bad joke. Looking back, definitely was the wrong move. So if there's anybody in China who's watching this and you're like, oh my god, I was talking with my friends about that too, that'd be so funny. No, not worth it. Don't do it. Especially if you can't speak Chinese, because you have to explain what you were doing, and then it takes a second for the translator to explain what you're trying to do, and then something may get lost there. It was funny for a second, and then it's keeping it real was wrong. Like, that shit went wrong. And it probably would have been funny if it was on video. But it was just like one of those things, just spur of the moment. You're just walking and and it's like, oh shit, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. But it was handled. And then, I mean, they kind of maybe chuckled a little bit after. But yeah, I was just trying to explain that it was a joke. And then they saw my hat and we kind of like, ha 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 ha. It was one of those awkward laughs, so like, ha ha ha, and you get the hell out of here. So, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, so that's it. You know, I got my short work schedule for the month of May. And 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 days, 9 or 10 days of work. So we'll go from there and see what lies for June and July. You know, should be interesting times, but it's great motivation. You know, just focus on what I need to focus on, because I have no idea if I'll have a job with this company come next month. So exciting times. All right, thank you for watching. Until next time, y'all be safe.
Moment in my life, a very important year in my life was 1989, even in Berlin Wall Street. Right? Why? Because I grew up like a Hungarian abroad. All my family lives behind the Iron Curtain. And when I was growing up, I was always not told directly, but indirectly I was told that we're going to train you to go back for your country, fight for your country. So I shot fully automatic weapons.
Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama,
It's okay, I'm melting your mouth, girl, not yet. I let you in the light. About who is lying to me, got too many things to discuss, but they freaking it's hard to me. I don't want these goals, don't let these go bother me. They keep pictures, they go, bitch, I'm good at trying. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we bout to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up. You know what it is, girl, we back up in this thing. Money stay in my pocket, girl, I'm like a walking bank. Tell me what you drink, tell me what you think. If I go get these bottles, we go alcohol and tank. Calling all the girls, do you hear me? All around the world, city to city. Cheers to the girls, or deuce to the guys. Now I got a chicken and a goose and a rag, getting loose in a rag. Hey, nice nigga, you can move to the side. Bottoms up,